a rainy day here in Minnesota, so we decided to head on over to Donnie Smith Custom Cycles. Check in on the progress of our custom FXR build powered by Dennis Kirk that we're giving away towards the end of this summer. Plus, you're gonna get an exclusive look at the shop of a legend. Let's head on inside. This is Donnie Smith Custom Cycles, a place where iconic bikes are built. Behind me here is the custom FXR being built for the Dennis Kirk giveaway by Donnie Smith Custom Cycles. And I can tell you a couple things about it, but you're not gonna learn a lot. Instead, I'm gonna invite Rob Rule to come talk to us. He's the head fabricator here at Donnie Smith. Rob, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man.
It's good to see you. So hey, we're looking at a bike. Last time we were here, this bike was still in its stock form, and you've made a lot of progress in 20 days. Why don't you tell us about some of the things you've done?
Well, I mean, obviously we took the drivetrain out and got all that out of the way, and then, you know, we set the chassis up. We added 5 degrees of rake, you know, up here in the neck, and laid the front end out a little bit, which is a real nice mild rake for, you know, good handling, good driving bike. I always do these reinforcement plates and add those for strength. And then we took a Sportster gas tank and, you know, retunneled it and refit it to fit the FXR chassis, which is a square tube chassis. You know, mounted it all up to match with a very nice seat from Dennis Kirk. And we've got a fender going on here that we're gonna do some modifications to once we get to that point. And yeah, just laying it out, getting it to sit right. We're gonna lower the bike a couple inches and get it down, you know, doing our thing to it.
You talk about lowering the bike and the 5 degrees of rake. Why don't you tell us the importance of that for you guys? Why you find that that's a good level for this bike?
Well, we do, you know, when we rake a bike, first it's for appearance, you know, to get the front tire out so it doesn't look like you ran into the garage door with it. We find it makes it handle real well.
And that's what was going to be my next question. So 5 degrees, you know, say you got a garage builder at home, they want to try their hand at cutting and replicating. Is 5 degrees kind of what you guys lean on for just FXRs, or does that run several different?
No, usually it's a pretty common, you know, rake that we do in a lot of bikes, soft tails, what have you. Even baggers, we do a lot of baggers. We'll put 5 degrees in because it's a real friendly rake. And then there's a measurement where you figure out trail, which is important on these bikes so they don't get floppy.
What were you guys after when it comes to lines? Like, what's a big thing you look for when you're trying to match these things up on kind of any frame?
You know, Donnie's taught me this from day one. It's all about flow. It's about having a line that, you know, runs down through the bike and looks really nice. And that, you know, there's never anything that sticks out or anything that's, you know, out of place. And we look at, you know, this has got, you can see the little bit of highlights and stuff runs down into the seat, into the fender and stuff, so you have a nice flow. And that's kind of our thing, is making sure everything flows really nice. Fitment is really important to us as far as, you know, I mean, this tank obviously isn't made for this bike, but, you know, we've made it fit to where it fits really nice. It takes the frame and flows into the frame. You know, add something like this dash, which, you know, obviously they don't come with, but we added that just to give it a little extra line to come down.
You did this whole dash, yeah?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. These don't come like this. And we cut it out and I raised the gas cap and then built the dash so it comes down and flows into the seat, and then the seat comes back into the fender, and then it'll have a, you know, very nice little tail light and license plate all made into it. So it's all part of just having a nice flow from front to rear.
When it comes to the engine, is that something you're maybe getting from S&S, or is that going to be something you guys got?
No, actually we're going to use the 80-incher that came out of it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to use the stock 80-incher.
We're going to do some modifications.
Yeah, we're going to do some cam work and a little, you know, make it breathe real well and make it real efficient. But, you know, they're kind of perfect the way they are. It's like you don't really want to mess with them a whole lot. You know, to do it, I mean, we could put a crazy motor in it, but then, you know, you've got other issues down the road.
Kind of takes away from the rideability.
Yeah, we want this bike to be real user-friendly for whoever buys it, or wins it, I should say.
Well, Rob, man, thanks for talking with us. We're excited to see what's up next. Well, that's the progress so far on the custom FXR being built by Donnie Smith Custom Cycles for the Dennis Kirk giveaway at the end of the summer. We'll be back again to get a little more progress report later this year. See you then.